Well, good day everyone, and welcome back to what is now the second Fish Talk fishing roundup, Jamie.
It is.
Yes. And we had a pretty good response to the first one.
Thank you.
We've got a number of subscribers there.
And thank you to all those people that have sent in some suggestions and what have you.
Yep.
Especially the kids at my school, Roscoe. They've given me plenty of suggestions.
Well, that's good. I hope we can repeat some of them.
We can repeat some of them.
Well, that's good. We'll just give the winner of our last competition straight up. The winner has won this magnificent tonic watch, valued at $180.
Ooh, good price.
We've just picked one person out from the comment section from below the video, and that was a Ron Andersen. So Ron, if you can contact me at the email address that you'll see at the bottom of this,
right?
Then I can get it off to you.
Congratulations to you, Ron. Well done.
We'll just need your mailing address.
Yes, so we can send it out to you.
Okay, so...
And we'll have information at the end of the video around a new competition that we'll have for next week. So
indeed.
Keep listening, folks. It'll be at the end.
Okay, so Jamie, let's kick it off.
Locally fishing. Well, we're on the edge of Lake Hume. This is normally Lake Hume when the lake is up, so we're just below Tallangatta here. As you can see, the Mitta River's backed up still a little bit here, but it's dropping still as we speak. Mitta River has dropped a little bit over the last couple of weeks, or over the last week, and expect that to fish really quite well if it gets down to around that 2,000 meg mark.
That's always a good spot for us, a good fishing.
Good spot, and it's a good height. You're able to not necessarily cross at all of the places, but you'll be able to get across maybe in some of the shallower bits and pieces. But in terms of, it brings in fly fishing, lures, bait, all the works, and you don't have to use a snapper lead to get you down to the bottom. Indeed. Which is always nice. So that should fish all right coming on from like over the next 2 or 3 weeks. That should be good, Roscoe.
Yep, and that's probably important because we've got a few things coming up along the way. We'll mention some comps that are coming up, but the Hume Weir itself
competition last weekend.
Yes, it was witness to the what they call the Lake Hume Classic, I do believe. Atrocious conditions on the Saturday.
Very
Jamie.
brave people that went out on the Saturday, but that's when the best fishing was, Roscoe. Very early on a Saturday morning. Wouldn't have suited you.
No,
getting up too early for that. But yeah, the Saturday morning apparently was when the best fishing was. Some reports of yellowbelly, cod, redfin and trout all caught, and as well as carp as well.
And some good size ones too, Jamie. I think 45 for the best redfin.
Which is a good ready.
69 for the best trout.
So, fantastic, cracking trout. And then you've got yellowbelly, a couple of 61 centimetre yellowbelly caught as well.
Indeed.
And numerous cod that blokes have caught during the competition, which of course are out of season, not able to target or shouldn't be targeting them, but just using trolling for yellowbelly and trolling for reddies, and they've caught quite a number of cod out there. So, we've heard reports of cod being caught in numbers from other blokes as well, not just associated with the competition. So
Wednesday last week, Jamie, we assisted in the liberation of around 20,000 brown trout. We'll put a little bit of footage on that of that on too after this, so people can see it.
That's great. And they were good sized fish. They were like some of them up to 7, 8 inches long.
70 odd grams.
Yeah, and some good sized fish amongst them, so which was terrific. They
should have a good success rate. Survival rate.
Even if 10% survival rate, that's 2,000 brown trout at 4 pound plus. That would be wonderful. Good size.
Go right back in. How old are these ones, guys?
These are yearling. We've got the 9 News crew.
The 9 News crew.
The 9 News crew with us.
Yep, 20,000 brown trout released today, Jamie.
Yep, it should be good, and hopefully in about 3 years' time we can catch another 3 or 4 of them like we have earlier this year.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
And fantastic.
They're good. They're beauties. They're keen to get out, Jamie.
They're very keen to get out, Roscoe.
Further afield, Jamie.
Yeah. Lake Dartmouth, fishing has been quite good. You do need to get down deep. So for whatever reason, the fish 15 years ago when we first started fishing together, Roscoe, you could troll Tassies to your heart's content on the surface and pick up a good feed of fish and bring them home and what have you. That is less and less likely to be the case now.
It is now, yeah.
You will still get the odd fish on the surface using Tassies in amongst the trees, and really concentrate your efforts in the areas where they're going to be. But at the moment, depth seems to be the key contributor to success.
I think if you're going to Dartmouth now in a boat, you at least need lead lines, Jamie, and if possible get yourself some downriggers as well. But lead lines and the old paravanes, I suppose, would still work, but they take a fair bit to fight out the fish.
Yeah, but depth seems to be the key. Find the fish and you'll have success, and that's what we've been able to do. I think a weekend or so ago, took Mandy and Sue up there, and we boated 13, dropped 4 at the back of the boat, but that's why we're going up there, a bit of practice and what have you. Other reports were reasonably good as well.
And that brings us to one of the comps that's coming up, and that's the Dartmouth Women's Classic, which is probably coming into about its 14th year or so, I suppose.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe at least 10.
Oh, no, it's over 10. I think it's 11 or 12 or something, but 15th and 16th of November. A great competition for the ladies to join in. There's catch and release, so weigh in and catch and release competitions going for individuals, pairs, teams of 3 or more. So lots of categories that you can enter, and a really good fun competition. We've been doing it right from the inception. Indeed. Mandy's been fishing it from the inception, and thoroughly enjoys going up there. Puts a bit of pressure on the skipper though, Roscoe.
Well, it does, and you don't have to actually fish in the lake either, folks. So if you do think that's something I could join in on, you've got the Dartmouth Pondage and the Mitta River are both open to access as well. And people can fish both those places. In fact, some of the best fish have come out of the river over the years.
And the pondage in particular, if we get a period of time where the pondage level is a little bit lower, at the old height or less, then there's every chance that some really good fish will come in out of that pondage, because they've stocked it heavily as well over the last few years, and really with the expectation that access has improved significantly, and they want their return to the fish hole.
Indeed.
Have had a good report from fish out of the pondage. When we spoke to Bob, one of his mates, 5 fish for £5 a piece. 5 browns, all at £5 each. So if you do get one, it's every chance it's going to be good. A little bit further afield, Roscoe, the Kiewa River, it'll be up. I think Falls Creek had over 50 millimetres in the rain. It's just come through, so it'll be up and a bit dirty for the next few days, but after that it should clear. Pete Panozzo has been telling us that not a lot of action on the fly fishing front, but those people that are using worms and getting them down deep, or hard body lures, there's the odd fish coming out of the Kiewa River. The Mount Beauty Pondage, a little bit probably hit and miss if you're up there at the right time.
Oh, it is, but it's a good place to take the kids to. It's a fairly safe place to fish, and there's lots of good access to Jamie.
And there's some good fish in there, mostly rainbows in particular, so if you're up there, that's a chance as well. And further up the hill, I suppose you've got Rocky Valley and places like that. We don't know them that well, and they'd be just coming off the snow melt as well. Still be a bit chilly.
Yeah, you'd be a fairly hardy type to want to go up there. But there are fish to be had a lot of fish in those lakes.
There are. They're fairly small in size because of their they don't have access to a lot of food, and they've got great breeding streams to spawn in. So they can be a bit smaller than your average other fish. A little bit further up in the hills as well, Eucumbene, Jindabyne. Had a really good report from Jindabyne of some terrific browns being caught on the off the bank just with worms and wood grubs, and again finding the fish was the key. So use their boats to find a bank where there were fish on that bank, and then park the boats in there and then fish that bank, rather than just, this looks like a nice bank, I think I'll fish here, using the boats and the sounders on the boats to actually locate schools of fish or numbers of fish in certain areas. And also, whilst I was talking to the guy I was talking to, said they didn't have any mud ice, but there were people up there that were fishing with mud ice were doing quite well as well, under bubble floats as well.
Very good. And any news from Khancoban, Jamie?
I haven't
heard anything from there.
Carp in Khancoban, Roscoe.
Oh, that's the rumour, There is a rumour of carp in Khancoban. Some have said yes, some have said no.
Some have said they haven't seen any, but they've heard about them, so who knows?
So, you know, hopefully that's not the case.
Yep.
But if there is, I don't know, they'll probably have to work hard to get rid of them, but let's see what happens. The Murray River below the weir,
Yeah, again.
heard anything there?
No, we haven't spoken to too many people, although Ray did say on the show last week that there was a few yellow belly and cod being caught down there. Of course, it's still closed season for the cod, so if you get one, you've got to put him back.
Yep.
But a few yellow belly coming in from below the Lake Hume.
Yeah.
That's also dropped. The river has dropped a bit, so it looks as though that the rumour or the report is that they're going to drop that to do some more work on the wall, and maybe that's the case as well.
Yes. I think most of the effort has been concentrated in the weir lately, because the yellow belly have been sensational.
They have been.
They have been something else. Redfin, they're starting to come on. They're not quite there yet, but they will be. They will be.
Worms and yabbies the ready seem to be the go, and this grub rolling
grubs for the yellow belly, which I don't know.
Not a technique either of us have used.
And it might be the subject of a future video. Perhaps. But basically, folks, what you're doing is you're getting your bait as close to the base of a tree as possible, and you're actually rolling it down the tree towards the bottom. So, and using soft plastics.
Yes.
Black grubs.
Black grubs in particular.
Yep.
If you want to know how to do it, go and see Ray at Elks, because he'll teach you how to do it.
Yes, he knows all about it. He gave us the information the other day, and it went in one ear and out the other.
Well, now we've got to try it out, Roscoe. We've got the gear to try it out, now we've got to try it out.
Indeed, yes.
Our competition,
yes. So this week, folks, we're going to go back a little bit, but some quality stuff here. Mick Miller, who is a great supporter of our show, handed us some of his spinnerbaits a few weeks ago, and he's happy for them to be given away on our radio show. But today
we've got four.
We've got four of them to give away.
Yep.
Okay. So again, to win these, just drop us an email at the address that you're about to see on your screen.
Yep.
And just let us know who you are, and if you have a suggestion as to what you want to hear on this fishing roundup, put that in as well.
Yeah, no,
and we'll just pick four people at random to win. Or one person to win the four. What do you reckon?
Oh, maybe two each.
Two each.
Two for two.
All right, we'll give out 2 for 2. So we've got nice purple one there and a yellow one. You've got a purple one and a white one.
So that'll do.
Good quality spinnerbaits.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
To be given away this week.
Yep. And
some really good prizes coming up too. So, folks, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see these reports on a regular basis. Subscription's the best way to do it, because you'll get a message in your inbox saying that there's a new video up to be watched.
Yep.
And if you can just give us a thumbs up and a like, that helps out as well. Yep. Okay, so thanks, folks, and we'll catch you next time in maybe 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Yep.